Alright everyone, this is Chaos Christ once again with my second video. I mentioned previously in my video about the ending for Mass Effect 3 that I was saving my rant on about Final Fantasy for another video. Well folks, this is it. And this is a doozy. My favorite game series of all time is Final Fantasy. They were the best games I ever played, and I have the fondest memories of them from childhood. And Final Fantasy 7, 9, and 10 especially got me into JRPGs in general, and from the lifespan of the PS1 through PS2, JRPGs were awesome. They're plentiful. There's tons of them. I played a lot of them. Liked a lot of them. And then all of a sudden one day 360 comes out, and it seems like JRPGs die overnight. Well, in my opinion, unfortunately they have. SquareEnix has shit out, well, shit, and hasn't shit out anything good since Final Fantasy X. 10-2 was the beginning of the downfall of the company and the name Final Fantasy. That game completely spit on the face of the ending of the original ending of Final Fantasy X, and completely altered the personality of the main protagonist. It was girly, and just everything about it was really shitty. Except for the battle system and the classes and all that, that was actually really good. So then Final Fantasy 12 comes out, and I really hate Final Fantasy 12. I was so excited when it came out. I paid full price for it, you know, when it came out. Because I didn't get to play Final Fantasy 11. I never had internet access when I was a kid, so I hadn't gotten a Final Fantasy since Final Fantasy X, essentially. And so I played 12, and my god, I'm so disappointed in this game. The battle system is the worst battle system for an RPG that I have played to date, and I really am racking my brain to think of one that I hated more, and I can't. The leveling up system on the license grid was completely retarded. The fact that you had to grind for items dropped by enemies just so that you could get enough gil to buy all the spells you need and equipment for all your characters for the next dungeon. You had to do this each dungeon. You had to run around each of the previous dungeon like 4 or 5 times just to get enough money to do this shit. So yeah, that really sucked, but you know, I could have forgiven all of that. I can forgive everything in a bad game, especially in an RPG, if the story is there. That's what's most important to me, is the story, and unfortunately that's what's lacking in pretty much every game that I've played since PS2 days. I just don't give a fuck about the characters. They're non-existent, essentially. I didn't play Final Fantasy 13. I didn't feel like there was any point. I heard enough about it to know what it was. It's like Crash Bandicoot. You walk forward the whole game. Looks pretty, you walk forward. They reduced it down to 3 fucking stat points. Are you fucking kidding me? This is Final Fantasy, an RPG. One of the original RPG series on consoles ever. The one that brought the series to the not just the series, but the genre to the mainstream. And you're simplifying the RPG elements to a ridiculously simple level. This is like some Kingdom Hearts shit. You know, that game just seemed like it was not really worth my time, and you know, I haven't really been following Square like I used to. However, I really don't, unfortunately, hold much hope left for Square or for JRPGs. It seems like they've been left by the wayside, forgotten. No one cares about them anymore. But these were the games that gave me the most joy when I was a kid. You know, they were the best games. Move you to emotions. You know, honestly, you know, I mean, a lot of people won't admit it, but I cried, you know, the ending of most of the Final Fantasies I played, and when Aerith died, Aerith, whichever way you want to pronounce it. Well, personally, my favorite one is 9. That's the first one I played. Yeah, I know that's a weird one. It's pretty late in the series to start, but I got really in. I thought Final Fantasy was lame. I had only ever seen screenshots of 8, and that looked lame to me. So I played 9. I was like, ooh, this is awesome. But 8, I didn't like 8. The story in 8 was crap. The story in 12 was crap too. I already said that though. But yeah, the story in 8 was crap. I hated how you know, magic was weak, and you know, if you used it, it weakened your character. So magic was basically only there as an equip to power you up, your attacks and your defense and all that shit. And leveling up is actually discouraged in this game. It's just an RPG. Leveling is discouraged. Okay. So the best way to play this game is once you get the encounter none ability from the devil, or Ted Devil, as the spoony one would say. You enable the encounter none ability, and then all you fight is boss battles. That is the best way to play the game. It's pretty fucking pathetic, in my opinion, but you know, we all have our own opinions. Anyway, it really saddens me that my favorite series is dead, and my favorite genre is dead, and as I get older, I don't play many video games anymore. Most of them can't hold my attention for an extended period of time, and Mass Effect was the only series lately that actually did. And then, you know, you guys already know my thoughts on that from my previous video. So yeah, anyway, I can only hope that Final Fantasy will somehow magically be reborn, or some new series can recapture the magic of the old days, but it could just be that I'm getting older, and I can see through all the bullshit now. Or it could just be that games nowadays suck. This Chaos Christ, signing off.